Damn, Josh, what do you think there?
I can't believe you made it that fast. It's freaking awesome. Hey guys, Josh here with Patriot Liner. This weekend we did a regional dealer meeting in beautiful Columbus, Ohio. We're here with Ben, the shop owner of Bullet Upfitters, a longtime friend and proudly spraying Patriot, so we definitely appreciate it. And we brought in our recently built Gladiator that Rockstar Garage put together for us. Brandon from Rockstar drove the Jeep from California. I think he left Monday and showed up Wednesday with it. Insane. And as soon as we get here, the guys, you know, have a awesome window tint shop down. What are they? Who are they called?
So Detail Pro and Bullet team together. We used to do tint in-house. It made more sense to work with an outside collaborator there. Of course, doing what we do makes a lot of dust, and it was just a natural fit for us. So yeah, first thing we did was get the Gladiator over there, get it tinted up with the ceramic tint, and I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, it turned out awesome too. So about a month and a half ago, it was kind of short notice, we invited all of our customer base to come do some training on site, do a little team building. So we tested out some of our UV Plus top coat on a few truck beds. Everything came together perfect. We had a ton of people show up for short notice, 35, 40 guys here, which can be a little chaotic. Take your time. I'd like to have this kind of at least disassembled and mostly prepped by 6 tonight. That's only about 5 hours.
Kind of break up into teams. There's another parts rack over there I'll clear off to put up front. Like Josh said, kind of separate out, know your strengths, know your weaknesses.
Ready? Let's go.
Yeah, Nick, we're fixing your mess up. Write that down.
Pleasantly surprised. It was like an episode of Overhauling. I mean, there were like ants all over this Jeep. I mean, just pulling this thing apart. Everybody likes pulling it apart. You notice everybody rolled out before it was time to
before you put it back together.
So, but it was really neat to have that many guys and, you know, personalities, and nobody clashed.
Unbelievable teamwork. Like Josh said, you get a big group, you get a lot of personalities, a lot of knowledge base, and coming together to collaborate, it's unbelievable.
Well, yeah, I thought it would take a lot longer than it actually did, but I was pretty impressed on how quick it was. It was within like an hour and a half, I think we were all torn down, ready to go. So it was pretty cool.
We've got Ben Parks and his son showed up from Performance Coatings in Delaware. I've worked with Ben on a few high-end projects in the past, so super glad he showed up. Phenomenal painter, kind of a asshole, but phenomenal painter, really glad he's here. We've got Dennis, Ryan, and Mike from Full Throttle.
Is that pretty easy?
No. It's kind of noisy.
I've actually recently met them, I'd say about a year ago. We worked together on the Rock Buggy project for Rockstar, so really glad we can come together and do another one. We've got our Midwest distributors, MCC, the equipment experts.
I was curious to see that many guys that all knew what they were doing, how we were going to work together well. And I'll tell you the truth, watching this thing come apart blew my mind. I've never seen so many guys work together that have never worked together before so well.
Tommy from Off the Grid Motorsports, killer Jeep builder. He brought 2 Jeeps in for everybody to kind of walk around.
That purple one.
And that purple Jeep was badass.
Purple people eater, man. The thing is crazy.
Yeah, so this thing shows up. I hadn't seen it in person, and Nick from Rockstar has been very hesitant to send me update photos. So it was definitely an unveiling of some sort. I've seen some of the moto-built rigs out Jeep Beach or out on the trail, and obviously they look amazing, but you don't realize how heavy duty this armor is.
Beast.
I mean, unbelievable, right? So we start disassembling and we go to bed removal. We need 6 guys to move this thing, you know? So I'm pretty confident we can slam this thing against any rock at Moab and we're gonna leave there in one piece, so.
That ain't no baby stuff, that's for sure.
Wow. Thanks, MotoBuilt, for breaking my back.
You didn't even pick it up.
Mark came down from Gaines, Michigan. He owns MJR Undercoating. Been a longtime friend and customer of mine, so really glad he was here.
Well, we had a multiple amount of people, and we were able to achieve disassembling that Jeep that's in the booth that we sprayed this morning in a matter of 2 hours, because everybody, didn't do their own thing. We worked together as a group, and we made a 6-hour job into 2.
It was impressive how everyone worked together. We broke up into kind of three major groups, and I would have anticipated that each shop would have kind of partitioned to themselves, but they didn't. They all intermingled. Everyone worked together succinctly.
Yeah, I saw Mike look at Ryan from Full Throttle, and he's like, yeah, I'm going on another team. But yeah, it was really cool to see the other shops kind of break apart and, meet some strangers, and we're all alike, man. We all like the same things, and we killed it.
Patriot running through our blood now.
Yeah.
Well, what I seen was just teamwork. One thing that we have here is a great team. That was really impressive. We all came together, we all worked together. I learned a lot yesterday with a bunch of other guys, different ways, different techniques of doing things. It was really impressive.
It was really exciting. Tons of removal. We're gonna have a ton of assembly, but it came apart pretty quick. I think we had the whole thing disassembled in about 2.5 hours. So all in all, huge turnout, especially for such a short notice. This was kind of our field test run at it. We're gonna do it bigger and better next time, where the goal is Q1 2024 in Atlanta. So excited to get even more people together, and hopefully we can boil some crawfish with that one. You like crawfish?
Oh, for sure.
All right. I don't get intimidated spraying much. This is a job.
It was.
It was an absolute
You made
job.
it look good, though.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, time to let the big dog eat.
I was lucky enough to have Mark Robinson from MJR to kind of follow me around and drag my hose. That made a huge help. Laid down 3 or 4 good coats of the Patriot in a nice custom blue. Turned out awesome.
That blue is just
Mind-blowing.
Oh, I was the hose helper all day. There was things that I needed to make sure, because you're zoned into that spray. But there's little things here and there. You're looking at the entire picture. With that, when you're spraying, you're looking at the center of the picture.
We want it perfect. So this thing's going to SEMA. It's one of those things you just really want to knock it out of the park. So we took our time. There was a few little spots we wanted to repair before texture and paint, and so luckily we had a bunch of eyes on this thing, which can sometimes be a problem, but everybody worked really well together too.
It's either a great thing or a bad thing, if you will, because you've got guys of 20 plus years experience. We all had a thought process. We didn't always have the same one. And at the end of the day, that's what's nice about this group. It's Josh's baby on this, and the final call was his, and we all were able to step away and go, hey, you tell us what you want to do, and we're here for you. And that's what ended up happening.
respirator was falling off, my pants were falling off in my suit, I'm sweating.
That was a little spicy today.
Yeah. And then he orders Nashville hot chicken. Can't eat that.
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah, so luckily at Bullet Upfitters, they have a ginormous booth. So we were very, very fortunate, and it was clean when we got here. That puts me in a really good mood, a clean booth. So the booth had plenty of room for this Jeep, able to texture it evenly from both sides, which, you know, can be a little bit of an issue in a smaller booth. So we were very fortunate that Ben brought us in here. The blue is so pretty as a base, I didn't want to paint it, you know, so, but we nailed the color, and Ben Parks hopped on the paint gun without anybody asking and just knocked the top coat out.
Oh yeah.
And
it's tough to do a top coat with the same, when your base coat is one blue and your
Right.
top coat is a similar.
Yeah.
That's a tough ask, and he nailed it and just crushed it.
a lot of our customers are doing some color over black sometimes, where maybe not going to get beat up so bad, but I know rolling with the Rockstar Garage crew, this thing is going to get,
You know, when you go to Moab,
yeah, it's going to get smashed,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
for sure.
I definitely wanted color over color, which is definitely a harder way to do it and more expensive. But for this type of application, that's kind of what we shoot for.
It's very, very hot in here.
So Ben Parks, he is in there. He's doing the last coat for the top coat because you don't want to just blotch it on there. You want to make sure it's consistent, smooth, and even. So right now we're kind of just waiting for watching paint dry. And tomorrow, start assembling this Jeep.
It's looking great. The color is phenomenal. So we're excited to get it together and see it at SEMA.
All right, so we're wrapping up for the weekend here. I want to thank Ben again and his team for the hospitality here at Bullet Upfitters in Plain City, Ohio. Definitely one of my favorite shops. Super clean, super organized, and a great team. If you haven't seen them, come check them out. Anything you want to wrap up with?
I'd just like to say thank you so much for choosing Bullet Upfitters to host this event. Big thank you to MCC, and thanks to all the dealers that came up and collaborated with us. We couldn't have done it without them.
For sure.
We'll see the videos later, but just watching everyone work together towards one goal, amazing stuff. So also Rockstar Garage for putting that thing together for us, amazing work.
Yep, we just put our last coat of the UV top coat on top of it. We're gonna let that kick off, and then we'll throw this thing together and unveil it at the Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. We are at the Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion 2023, where we have unveiled the Patriot Liner Gladiator build. Check this thing out. So we finished that spray. A lot of the guys had to leave the shop and head back to their shops. So the guys at Team Bullet in Columbus put this thing back together. Tommy from Off the Grid took it home with him to button up a few loose ends. We wanted this thing perfect for the show, and man, did he deliver. The night before the show started, he rolled in about midnight, and he really came through for us. Personally, I love the color, and everybody here at the show seems to love it as well. We've even had somebody offer to buy the Jeep as is. I think it's a good representation of the brand, a good representation of what our customers can do for the consumer, and I can't wait to unveil the full rig at SEMA with the matching trailer and the motorcycle. Make sure you follow the build. We got multiple videos coming out on this, and if you're interested in more info on Patriot Liner, visit patriotliner.com or find us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. All right, so we're wrapping up here at Bullet Upfitters in Plain City, Ohio. Again, I want to thank Ben for his team's hospitality. I got it.
Fire again.
I got it.
Was that a half spin out?
Take two.
I messed up one thing in a 10-minute interview.
She says that like a half trigger.